All right, it's toward the latter part of July 2024 with my driver. We just got done having coffee. He roasted the beans himself, and we had a very enjoyable, more or less espresso versus coffee. But boy, it was good. So we're just outside Trang, and getting ready to catch a flight here in about three and a half hours. And he stopped off and he says, "Hey, you want to see famous temple?" And so here we are. He's praying, and I'm Catholic, so he went inside, and I'm waiting outside. But you can climb this whole thing. There's a pathway all the way up to the top of the mountain here. More or less a hill, but it's a big hill, and I'm not going up that thing. Anyway, he's in saying some prayers, and I'm out here loitering. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Quite the tourist place. Beautiful, actually. Really beautiful, in fact. Look at this. Boy, that's pretty. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Wow. Yeah, so, I mean, look at this. Wow. Is that ever beautiful? Extremely picturesque. I mean, I'm not Buddhist, but I sure have an appreciation for the temples. It's a nice little area, little park area. Very nice. Serene. I mean, look at this. I want to be a little bit careful here as far as taking pictures and videos of private areas, but I saw some other people taking videos that are local, so I suspect that's all right, but I'm obviously not gonna go into the temple itself. But isn't that beautiful? Really beautiful, in fact. Yeah. All right, so, Thailand, way south. Went from Bangkok to Trang, and then to Pathalong to look at the marsh. Hang out in the countryside, get some fresh air. Getting ready to head to Bangkok tonight, and then Taiwan, and then Taiwan. Famous monk. It's pretty neat. I have an appreciation for this stuff. I'm Catholic, so I don't go into temples. It's interesting, I did do a little bit of reading about Buddhism, and combination philosophy and religion in my eyes, but some of the facets that they have conviction toward, pretty healthy, actually. I mean, I couldn't find fault. I wasn't looking for fault, but I couldn't, when I was reading about Buddhism, and I actually bought a book in Cambodia at the Sofitel, and it was a book about Buddhism, and it's interesting. There's, kind of a yin-yang, balanced context philosophy. And like I say, you could do a lot worse. I mean, you could do a heck of a lot worse as far as how you go about thinking about life in general, troubles, how to manage certain things. So it's pretty peaceful. Look at this. This is beautiful. Monks up here. When I was in, oh, look at a cave here. Yeah, I guess they've got caves that you can go into right here. I'm not a cave dweller. I don't do caves. Not my thing. Boy, that's beautiful. Look at this. Yeah, you can go into the cave. That's what this is a cave. That's where my my driver went. He went into the cave. I don't do caves. Pretty neat though. Isn't that pretty? Anyway, you know what? We're heading back to Trang Airport. Driver wanted to say some prayers, and I said, you know what? It's the least I could do. So he's somewhere's around here making his mends, and I'm all jacked up on caffeine, he just roasted me one of the best cups of espresso I've ever had in my life. And we're just about maybe a half hour away from the airport, so we got plenty of time. This is pretty cool, actually. I mean, it's peaceful as can be. It's really peaceful. It's probably 32, maybe 30 centigrade, Celsius rather. And mid 80s. Humid. Feels like it's gonna rain. Feels like it's gonna rain. Thailand. I do like it here. First time I've been down to Trang and Patalong. I could come back one more time. I don't think I could make a lifetime of it, but it's nice to get out of the urban sprawl of Bangkok, that's for sure. Look at this, huh? Climb that sucker. That's not going to happen. Those days are over. They need an elevator or escalator for me. I'm not going up that thing. Look at that. Yeah, that's a young man's sport right there. That's not going to happen. It goes all the way up there, all the way, zigzag, all the way to the top. Pretty cool that they have it though. But that's not going to happen. Those days are over. Pretty neat though. All right, I'm going to sign out. Been an enjoyable day and a half. Back to urban sprawl. Bangers. Catch a flight. Tomorrow, off to Cal, and back to the grind, and then back to Bangkok for a little surgery, and hopefully back to norm. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. All right. Somewhere between Patalung and Chong, at a famous temple that the driver I hired insisted on stopping off at for a quick little prayer that's turned into more than a half hour. So I hope he's getting his money's worth, which is, you know what, fine with me. You know what, he did a good job driving, kept me safe, kept me secure, was on time. So life is short. Let him enjoy his time. All right, over and out from Thailand into July, toward the latter part of July 2024. Bye-bye.